Kassa Gebremichael, a former Ethiopian diplomat, joins me to unpack this latest development. Kassa, good to see you and thanks for your time. Now, help us make sense of this, especially the import of this call for peace from these leading Western countries.
Much for having me. Currently, Tigray is encircled and invaded by more than 300 military forces of Eritrea and Ethiopia. Eritrea, on the side of the Ethiopian army, is invading and attacking Tigray from almost 10 directions. And the objective of the war is to annihilate the people of Tigray. When the invading armies reached every village, they destroyed every living thing and materials they got on their way. So we are facing the most horrible situation in Tigray. Tigray is ready for peaceful resolution, and it has also accepted the African-led mediation, and this is also declared officially before months. Now, the 6 Western countries have called for to de-escalate the conflict and to allow humanitarian access and to address the problem in a negotiation table. Tigray, this is acceptable to Tigray. We have already declared our intention to end the problem peacefully and through a negotiation table. We are ready to go anywhere to address this problem, and fundamentally we believe that this problem
and Kassa, let me jump in here, Kassa. Apologies for butting Kassa. Talking about the readiness you spoke about, this is not the first time that such a negotiation for peaceful resolution will come in. Now, what's the difference with the call by these Western countries, and how can these also influence the latest attempts by the AU to achieve peace in Ethiopia?
The problem is the African Union is not handling the crisis commensurate to its level. The African Union led negotiation. We are for the African Union led negotiation. We are prepared. It is our organization. But the current state of affairs in the African Union is very sad. They are the people who are leading the organization are not assisting the crisis. Rather, they are shielding the genocide leader of Prime Minister of Ethiopia and Eritrean dictator. So, although we are ready to hear the voice of Africans, the voice of all Africans, the African Union, as the current state of affairs, is not yet ready and prepared, and it lacks the capacity. Even though we are ready, the Union is not as such capable. Of course, we are ready to hear for panelists, for former leaders like Uhuru Kenyatta, and from South Africa and from others, but still it's not picking. We only hear declarations and intentions, but even when this level of war is engaged in around it, not far from its headquarters, we didn't hear the voice of the African Union. And African head of states and governments have to do something on this problem.
Kassa, before I let you go, Kassa, quickly here, the pessimism you share, first, this AU-led process should have kicked off over the weekend, but has failed. Let us in on your renewed optimism now that they have said it just might work this time.
The letter which was communicated by the African Union was not well prepared. It didn't consult the partners, first of all. It only consulted Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. It didn't consult the Tigrayan regional government. It didn't consult other partners who are very important in the peace process, including the African, South Africa, which is the host, was not consulted. Now, I think we have to look for the African head of states and governments to push for a peaceful solution. This solution has to come from Africa and from its partners, but the African Union bureaucracy is the most dilettantish bureaucracy, and it is creating a problem. It became a problem for itself. For example, the Tigray regional government didn't accept former president of Nigeria, His Excellency Olusegun Obasanjo, but the African Union Commission insists that Obasanjo should continue as a mediator. But we said, Tigray said, Obasanjo is siding Abiy Ahmed, and he's not neutral. We know he is an important person, but we said he's not neutral. So in this regard, former President Obasanjo is becoming an issue in the negotiation process, and I call him now at this right moment to resign from this responsibility, because he is also shielding Abiy Ahmed. He is shielding the crime which is committed in Tigray. He is shielding dictator.
All right. Kassa Gebremichael, I think, well, we have to go. I'd like to thank you for your time. Kassa Gebremichael, thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you.